We got it going on, man. We're here. Episode 22, Talking Guitars and More. Thank you all for being here. Thank you so much. Man, we are right against the clock this evening. And, man, I'm telling you, I've been slammed this weekend. And I didn't even have time to practice or anything. So if we do any playing tonight, I know my parts probably want to be pretty bad. I haven't had a chance to do anything. Anyway, aside from all that, let's bring in who's on the panel this evening. It's going to be a small panel, but hey, it's the original Three Musketeers. Right down the road, man, in Simpsonville, South Carolina, Mr. Larry Riker is here.
Hey, what's up? What's up?
There he is. There he is. All right. Cool deal, man. And from way down south, our brother from another mother, Mr. Andrew Knox is here. There he is.
Hey, what's going on, everybody?
What's going on, Andrew? Thank you, man. Everybody, thank you for being here, guys. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Oh, man. It's what a wonderful weekend it's been, but it's been busy for me. Real quick, let me jump in the chat right here. We got, we got Blue Mox in the chat. Hey, Blue Mox. What's going on?
Blue Mox.
What's going on, man? And Mr. Ryan from OU812. Thank you, man. Thank you very much, Ryan. Appreciate that, man. And there's Andrew in the chat, of course. Thank you, Andrew, for participating.
I'm wearing the same shirt.
And, oh, man, there's my other brother from another mother, Slick Rick, Major Truck, and Ricky Hole.
Ricky.
Right there. What's up, Rick? What's up, Slick Rick? What is going on, man? How are you doing, my friend? Let's see. Grayson.
That's
boom.
my daughter.
Hey, all right. Hey. How you doing? Let me present Andrew. There he is, right there. Yay! All right. Hey, Grayson, it's nice to see you. Thank you so much. And another brother right there, Mr. Dave Stafford, is there in the chat. All right.
Dave.
What's up, brother Dave? And, my computer's wanting to freak out on me. Man, this mouse pad is so sensitive. All right, Mr. James Lau in the chat. All right,
James.
And Mr. R2, R3 Lockinut is there. He says, hey, dudes, I'm about to eat dinner. Yeah, man. Thank you, R2. Woo. Thank you. Yeah, that's it. Woo, that's right. Slick Rick, are you still off duty? Are you still at the house? You on home time, man? I hope you're not on the road yet, are you? Probably on home time still, I hope. I haven't heard from you all week, so I figured you stayed home for the 4th, for the holiday. And hey, there's Jeff K. What's up, Jeff? What's going on?
Jeff Rowe.
Thank you very much, man. Thank you for being here. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Yeah. Woo. There you go. Thank you. That's awesome. Thank you very much, man. It's very kind of everybody to be here. This section is moving, and I'm very honored. Thank y'all. Slick Rick says, yep, he's still on home time. He says, oh, yeah. Good deal. When are you leaving out, Rick? Tomorrow or Monday? What? He usually hollers at me when he gets on the road. Slick Rick's like, don't worry about it. I'll call you when I get ready. Don't worry about it. Dang. Excuse me. Man.
He don't want us to know.
Let's see. Wait a minute. Let's see what Blue Monk says. I know good and well. What in the world? Cooking up some wings? Oh, man. I love wings. I ate hot wings for years. I can have boneless wings, but they can't be sauteed in anything. They have to be plain. I have to dip them in like a cup of sauce. You know, like yeah, because of for so long I had I ate hot wings for so many years, and then I've eventually paid the price for that. So
Getting old's great, isn't it?
Getting old sucks, so I have to have like maybe wings with barbecue sauce to dip them in. You know, the stuff that's not too exciting. But yeah, it's just the way it is, man. Let's see. You know, one man show here can be rough sometimes. Rick says he'll be heading out tomorrow afternoon. I said, so okay, me too, man. Give me a holler. Give me a holler if you want. Rick's like, no, I'm not bothering you. Blue Mox. Okay, he says hey to everybody. Awesome. Stafford, man, go over. He did. He went live. Ted's in there.
Yep, he's right below Mr. Stafford.
Oh, it ain't come up on my side yet. Stafford went live earlier this week on his channel, and I hopped in there. He premiered a song from his new band, King Cobra. It's called Wrecking Ball, and I thought it was really, really, really good. Go to his channel. Yeah, go to his channel and check that out. And
come on here, play it again for us.
And it was really good, man. I was like, wow, that sounded amazing. Let's see. This chat is moving. Mr. Ted, there he is. It just came up. Okay, so that shows how crappy my internet is. Miss being with you guys tonight. I'm on vacation mode in San Diego. See you soon. All right, Mr. Ted. Right. Have a good vacation, brother.
That's right.
I had a great time when you was here, man, on the last show. Ted played some songs with us. It was really cool.
He's on vacation, so we expect 3 new pieces of gear next time.
Yep.
What's that? I'm sorry, what's that?
He's on vacation, so I expect 3 new pieces of gear.
That's right.
Absolutely.
3 new pieces of gear. That's right.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Spend at least $12,000.
Good God.
It's vacation, man. Vacation.
It's vacation. Come on.
Grand.
It's a time to do it. If you're having a staycation, you got some cash.
Well, hey, I agree. That's my favorite kind of vacation is a staycation, man.
I'm starting
Mr.
to appreciate
Mick.
those. I'm starting to appreciate those myself.
Yeah, me too. Mr. Mick, hey, man. How are you doing? I like to give every person that comes into the chat, I like to give them their own little round of applause. That's our way of saying thank you so much for taking the time to be with us this evening. I really appreciate that. And you're taking the time to be here, so we're going to take the time to say, hey, thank you very much. Talking about hot wings. We're talking about all kind of stuff tonight. Slick Rick says, man, those hot wings sound good, but it's way too late. Yeah, I have to eat in between like the hours of 5 and 6:30, not really past that, or I will pay for it later. Man, like Andrew said, getting old it sucks, man.
It's great. It's great.
My pleasure, Brother Dave. Yeah, man. Great song. The German Butcher watched it too, and he sent me a message on StreamYard. He goes, dude, did you watch that? Did you hear that song Dave's band did? I said, yeah. He said, man, I really liked it. I said, I did too. I thought it was really good. The band was tight, and the singer was in pitch. Dave's playing was awesome. The drummer was on time. The bass was right on the money. It was good, man. You can tell they've been practicing hard. And that's what you want. That's what you want.
I mean, they're coming up on a year, I think, aren't they?
Yeah, if not a little bit more, yeah. They've been steadily doing it, yeah. Dave said they've been working on an album. That's right. I remember he said that. He said, we've been working on our album the last month and a half. That's awesome, man. I wish I could say that. The only thing, I haven't done an original song in forever. It's a lot different when you're doing it by yourself. Man, if you had
I'm too
group of guys, man.
I'll play something and be like, hell yeah. Then I'll play it the next day. I'm like, man, this is dumb. It's just too overcritical of myself. You know, other people's like, oh, it's great. And I'm like, no, it's
quick.
Crap.
Yeah, that quick. Yeah, it's it takes some work. It takes, when I started to try to even mess with doing some new material, or original material, I'll say that, original material, I would listen to different songs and just listen how they were structured, you know, and I'd like, okay. And because we all learn the same way, I think. Everybody does a riff and you try to build something out of a little riff and then it just goes and goes. And you got to have a way to have stuff that change, you know, your chorus, your bridge, everything else. And I started messing with that. And I don't know, it's different for everybody. For me, it took me a little bit, but I finally kind of started to understand, how the song structure, I guess, kind of, sort of, in an amateur way, not a professional way.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. John Deshane.
John Deshane. There he is. Big John. Big John. Let me see if I can get the, what is it? Big John. Big old John. Hey, man, how you doing? Thank you for being here. But yeah, so doing an original song is fun, but it takes some work. And I've done my share of that.
Now, on yours, Joe, I was going to ask.
It's been a while.
You did everything, right? Like not the drums. I know Gidry helped you on drums on some of them, but like you were doing guitar and bass. And, vocals?
There's on some songs. There are some songs I did by myself. I don't have it currently. I did have it sitting back here where the rack is now, but I've got it put away. I should say. I have a what is it? A Triton LE Korg Triton LE synthesizer / keyboard, whatever, and it's got some drum sounds you can play by doing the keys. And so there was quite a few songs that I would play. I would just sit at a multi-track recorder or whatever. I didn't have a DAW at the time, and I'd just play a drum rhythm, and I'd try to put a fill here and there in my head. I would try to a fill would go here, and it'd be something real simple because I'm playing with these 3 fingers. So I get. Oh, wait a minute. Let me. I can't see what you're
He's
doing.
on iTunes, folks. So
oh, Lord of mercy. Yeah, there it is. Resurrection. Thank you, Andrew. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Yeah, that's like
all kinds of stuff. Got the player right there. I mean, that's all kinds of good stuff.
There's some stuff on there, man, if y'all want to check it out. But yeah, it's yeah, I did. There's some songs where Jim did play drums. That's some of the older stuff, and we did a lot of songs together, and I'm very proud of that music. And there's a few songs we did that's on that album, Resurrection. That's really kind of like the if I had to choose what I feel was the best material from that time, that's what's on that album, Resurrection. So go on iTunes, type in the Joe Wentz Project TV, and you'll see. And there's some stuff on there that's kind of old. The production wasn't as good, but you live and learn, man. You learn as you go along. So, Blue Monks, we all see that AC is pointed directly at Joe. Yes, I did put in a new window unit right here that yesterday. Let me present myself. Right here is this is the blinds in case you're looking, and it just looks, not familiar with the setup. You're blind, and right below the blinds is an AC unit. It's not on right now. Of course, it's off because the mic is right here. So, but yeah, man, I had to do something. It was just that's God. Yeah, man, Jesus.
So I think it's been brutal for just about everybody.
It has. It's been a
country.
heat wave.
I mean,
everywhere. It's been a heat wave, man. Everywhere. But yeah, man, playing music, doing music, that's what we love to do here on the Joe Wentz Project TV. We love to talk about guitars, gear on this show right here, talking guitars and more. If we got new gear, or if not, you don't have to have new gear to have something to talk about. You can look at some new gear and say, hey, I wonder what that's like. Let's talk about it. So let's go around the table and see, for that very fact, if there's some gear that Larry wants to talk about, or if there's something he's looking at, or I don't know. Let's go to Larry and see what he says. Larry, what do you think, my friend?
Yeah, I haven't really been looking at anything. Not at the moment.
Nothing at all. Okay.
No, I don't know. More. I've been focusing more on like online lessons, basically.
Oh, really?
Yeah. With,
nice.
I forget the kid's name.
Right there it says it. The kid is like, everybody that's young is so good now.
Yeah. Oh, my camera's blurry.
Oh, yeah, looks good on my end. But okay, well, online lessons is a good thing, man. That's good.
There's there is that new what do you call it out right now? Shoot, who has it? It's making the way around YouTube. It's kind of like a quad cortex or a Rush. It's whatever the latest one is. It's like $600.
I hadn't heard that.
Oh, like an effects processor or something?
Yeah, I'll have to look it up and see if I can find the name of it.
I'm sure if you see
It's
it.
what's that brand it's Chinese. They came out with amps at one point.
It's not Nuix, is it?
Oh God, I can't believe you just said that.
Hot tones.
Oh, like Hot Tone or something like that. Hot Tone or whatever. Hot one. Whatever
Yeah,
it is.
they came out with with like a
I might have seen
HeadRush Prime / whatever. But I honestly, from what I've heard on the sounds and the video so far, I'm kind of like, I don't like it.
Yeah.
Which is weird.
Once I went to my plugins, I hadn't looked for anything else as far as that goes because I got pretty much everything here.
Yeah.
Sometimes I missed HeadRush, but sometimes a lot of times I don't because I don't have to get it out and do all that kind of stuff.
It's funny you say that. I had somebody ask me on in a comment on one of my past videos that I did. I can't remember who it was, but they asked me. They said, "Man, where's your HeadRush Prime? Did you get rid of it?" No, I did not get rid of it. I actually have it stored away. And it's I bought like this anvil case to put it in so it'd stay protected. And I'm still using the Pod Express right now. And I'm just really happy with the way that sounds. And let me go to Andrew before I go into whatever I'm talking about. Let me go to him first and see what he's got to say. What's been going on with him? Any new gear? Anything going on?
I haven't, and I hadn't really even been looking that much. There's nothing really I'm in the market for. Now, I watch reviews of new stuff all the time, and everything's a little bit different. Like I think PRS released another, like some kind of narrow field pickup Strat looking thing and everybody's talking about the game changer, and I just don't see the game changing in it. It's, it is what it is. I don't know. I'm kind of happy with what I got, and I really haven't been looking.
Yeah. Nothing wrong with that at all. Nothing wrong with that at all. So, let me change. There we go. And for me, I tell you, this past week, I love these little effects processors like the Pod Express. I'm blown away at how it does for under $200. I'm just shocked at how it works. I was like, man, it sounds incredible. So I started to Google like guitar effects processors for like, around $200. And, you got some of the Zoom stuff like the G1 Xfour, which I've got 2 of those actually. They're okay, but it's not stereo outs, everything. And I did a kind of a little, what do you call, like an A and B kind of thing. I did a video with the Pod Express, just a unlisted kind of thing I played. And I went back to this same setup and I got another board ready to go, but it's got the Zoom G1 Xfour on it. And I hooked it up and played the song, and I kind of was able to compare, and I was like, yeah, that's like going back a couple of steps using the Zoom. I enjoy the Zoom, but it just doesn't have that HD quality sound like the Pod Express has. But I tell you what I did. Like I said, I was Googling, and I think, Andrew, you said it, the Nuix, and you...
Yeah.
And then, see, I thought it was Nux. And
well, I did too, but Anderton's like corrected it a while back with one of their wireless things, and I was like, oh, I've been saying it wrong.
Yeah, me too. I was like, is that Nux? What is that? And then I saw somebody do a video, and they said, no, man, it's NU like in an arrow or something pointing to the X, so it's Nuix. And so it's the MG400. Now, it's been out for about a year, and so I was watching some videos on it. I was like, wow, that thing sounds really good just from the demos. It's just, and I always go by the first few factory presets that's in the unit, because if you're going to try to sell something, those first few presets should sound amazing, in my opinion. That's going to be the first thing people are going to admit. That's right there, And it had you go to that preset, and then up here somewhere, I ordered it, by the way. It should be here tomorrow or Monday. And it has It has three scenes on one preset. It has 3 scenes. So whenever you hit scene 1, 2, or 3, it kind of either adds something to it or takes away and adds something else.
Which the HeadRush does that, right?
Honestly, I don't know.
Yeah, like if you had a setup, you can do a scene where certain pedals are on, like you have a rhythm scene, and it wouldn't have delay. But then you can switch it to a lead scene, and it would switch on delay, reverb, and all that kind of stuff. That was fun to play with. So you should look into that too. You can do that.
Yeah, I need to. I never got that far. With it. I was so busy with the cloud, HeadRush Cloud. I was having a lot of fun downloading stuff with that, and some of that stuff was really good, and some of it was not. But anyway, so I said, I want to scale my stuff down to a smaller unit so I could put it on a board. And because I like to have pedals, I like to mess with actual pedals too. And so anyway, that NewX MG400, that's supposed to be coming in the next day or two. I'm looking forward to that. It's got stereo outs and all that. And I was like, man, and it's got the little, it reminds me of the HeadRush, man. The way the screen looks, you can move effects in front of the amp, behind the amp. You can do all that stuff. You know, it's all kind of cool stuff like that.
That was what I liked a lot about the HeadRush, is that it's all on one screen and you can just drag things. That's kind of what I don't care for with the Helix. The Helix, you don't have graphics. And Quad Cortex, you don't really have graphics either. And then the Fender Tone Master, you have graphics, but it's linear. So like, you have things that aren't, you can move the chain and it goes on and off the screen. So you can't see everything at one time.
Yeah, I heard
that chain.
I've heard some negative feedback on that. And that's why I didn't. I said, nah, I'm not going to mess with that.
Bluemox is, I think he's asking about the Pod Express.
Let me see.
Which one you're talking about? Because there's a lot of pod products.
Hey, there's Randy. Hey, Randy, what's going on, man? What's up, Randy? Oh, there's the man, Randy. Have you tried the Pod Express? We're talking about Pod Express. We're talking about the NewX MG400 or MG400, and we're talking about the HeadRush Prime. So I'm not quite sure what Blue Monks is referring. Oh, the Pod Express. He says.
If you look at Randy's avatar there, he is holding a 1984 tribute guitar that he won. His roommate won.
Nice.
A Wall of Cries won from Under the Bus. Not this past week, but week before.
Very nice.
So it was really cool.
That's amazing. Randy, there he goes. He says, I sold my Pod Express on Reverb last night, actually. Well, okay, congratulations. Yeah, okay. I love mine. I enjoy the heck out of mine. It's really easy to set up your patches. And once you understand how to save your patches, and you know, it took me a little bit. It's not that bad. It's just it took me a minute to sit down with it, and I was like, oh, okay. I had to watch a few videos on it, but I enjoy it. But yeah, that what did we say it was? NewX? Yeah, NewX. Mm-hmm. MG400 or GM400, whatever it is, I'm gonna forget now. It's on the way. I've seen a lot of people do reviews on that, and they seem to like it, but I'm looking forward to that. Yeah, man. Really cool, man. Really cool. Let's see here.
So I have another question.
Sure.
You were talking about, and I've noticed in some of your videos when you're going through like different boards you've got and stuff like that. You have like a mono board and a stereo board. Do you see a large amount of difference in like using, like going out of a mono effect with a TRS splitter, and or just going out of a stereo pedal with, you know, two whatever TR cables or whatever? Like, do you see a big difference in that?
It's very interesting. I haven't used a TRS splitter until I just bought one. I just got one last week, actually.
Because that's what I do. I come out of my audio interface with the headphone jack and go.
I was hoping I could resolve the mono out situation with the Zoom G1 Xfour with that TRS splitter, but the problem is I'm coming out of that, but I'm going into it was the the Boss DD5 delay, and it's not stereo in, it's just mono in. And I was like, oh, okay, well, whatever. So so I can't say anything about the splitter, but I don't know if this answers your question or not, Andrew, but for me, ever since I've been messing with stereo outs and stereo ins, I built a whole board by itself with just stereo effects. I mean, pedals, actual pedals with, the Boss SD 3000, and that was the first one to go on there. Then I got the Eventide pitch, I should say pitchfork, pitch factor. And then, then I got the, what is that? The Electro Harmonics Cathedral reverb
So if you
pedal.
if you stuck a mono pedal anywhere on that board and went, split TRS into mono in and then mono to TRS out, would that change the stereo? I mean, I don't know. Maybe Randy or somebody like that.
I don't know.
better.
I honestly don't know. I've never tried that. I don't know. I would, but for me, I wouldn't stick a mono pedal on there.
I just didn't know if you did, if that would make that big of a difference to the sound.
That's a good question. I don't know. Of course, the mono pedals I have them, a few of them before the Pod Express, and but everything after that is stereo. So, let's see. Speaking of the New X, Randy Price says Jimmy had or has the New X. Okay. Yeah, Jimmy, I think he's on vacation this week. He sent me a message and said he was going to be off for a while. So that's cool. But no, I have not tried that, man. That's an interesting question. I've not tried that. I just, like I said, I know the stereo stuff has been around for ages and ages, but I never really had the technology to do that until these past couple of years. And when I was like, what if I try this? Let me see. And man, it was like, boom. I was like, damn, what have I been waiting on, man? I guess most of it was laziness. But
yeah, well, I mean, I don't know. I guess so. Tonight, when and if I play, which I'm planning on it, but this is the first night I'm going out of my headphone jack with a TRS, and it goes to stereo to TS from audio interface. Every other time I have gone out my monitor or direct outs with just regular cables, left and right into each channel. So I just wanted to see if it'd be different. I mean, I don't think it's going to make that big of a difference anyway.
I wouldn't think, but
I just want to see if it sounds good, sounds bad, or whatever. I mean, because the cable's $12.
Right. Randy is saying exactly what I was thinking. That's exactly what I was thinking. He says the mono pedal would have to be first in the chain, then the TRS splitter. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah.
Okay.
Because if you have it in the middle or something, it's just going to screw the whole signal up.
Right.
But yeah. Blue Mox, he says, Joe, does that DD5 have dual in and out? I have a DD8, but to access the stereo effect, you have to do some odd pedal pushing and dialing, I think. My DD5, it is not stereo in. It's just mono in. And the two plugs on the side, one is the input and the other is for if you plug in like a tempo or some kind of foot switch to dial in your tempo or something like that. And so it's not stereo in, but it is stereo out, and you'll hear it in a minute. It has a great panning. You can select a pan feature on that DD5, and it sounds amazing. It sounds great, but it does not have doesn't have the stereo in. So that's kind of why it's kind of like first in my chain there, kind of sort of, And
so you have a delay first.
Well, actually, on this board, the stereo board I'm talking about, I actually have the Cathedral reverb first, because reverb's just reverb,
Okay.
So it's not, so it's not that big of a deal. But and then out of the Cathedral reverb, then you start doing stereo into everything. DD5, the Corona stereo chorus by TC Electronics, which I just got my second one last week, so I have two of those now. And then the Mimic, TC Electronics Mimic pedal, which, again, thanks to Jimmy Biter for that heads up on that. That splits your signal and gives it a more wide stereo sound. And then out of that, going into the pitch factor pedal, which I don't have engaged, but it's on. And then out of that into the Boss SD E3000. And then out of that into another Donner stereo delay pedal, which is double in, I say double in, stereo out. And out of that Donner pedal is going into the Rodecaster Pro 2 inputs 1 and 2. And that's stereo signal on channel 1. Pan to about 70% left and right. So that's what's going on there. But yeah, it's makes a huge difference, man. I mean, plus this Rodecaster Pro 2, it really plays a major role in having a good sound, good quality sound. It's really good for doing this live deal here. I feel, but
Yeah, it's all right. It's all right.
it's all right. Now, when you were doing your stuff in the green room, were you using that splitter?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
I
okay,
have a-
because
yeah.
if I would have known that, I would have held up for a minute and to listen to see
Well,
if
if it
everything
doesn't sound
kinda,
as good, then people just, we just had to
Well, I was going to say
make it through it because I can't set it up the other way right now. Cause
I understand. If it doesn't have that back and forth delay, then I'll know that I'll be able to tell you. But if you hear it in your headphones, we should hear it on our end, I would think.
Okay.
And I tried to download that Rabia. I tried one more time. I said, well, maybe it's just me. And man, I went to that site and it did the same thing. It would not download to my laptop. I was like, man.
I don't know, man. Cause I was going to try I was wanting something a little heavier. So, I was going to do a trial of the Gojira X and I just didn't care for it. But I mean, I had it and, it downloaded in 2 or 3 minutes and I was up and running. So I don't,
That's
I
good,
don't
man.
know. I don't know.
Nah, that's okay.
And I just decided because to me, the Rabia and the Petrucci really have everything I need. It
does.
I think Petrucci's is based off his high gain's based off Mesa, and
Right.
Rabia's is based off of his Victory Kraken, which is basically Marshall-esque in tone.
Right.
So that's really either way.
Nice, man. Yeah, those things are nice. You got it going on your end, man. It sounds really good.
And I mean, they were also, I think Petrucci was what? It was in euros, so it was like 170, I think.
Yeah.
But then
Okay, so it
Rabia-
shows it on your end, the euros. I was like, is that just is that
but
me or is that?
Rabia, I got during the 2-year anniversary kind of thing or 2-year birthday sale, and it was only 60.
You got it for
It
half
was
price, didn't you?
Yeah.
Wow. That's awesome. Man. All right. Let's get on to the main topic here that I have. I was going down the road the other night and I said, what would be something good, a good topic that I haven't discussed yet, which is going to be harder and harder as we move along with this show as the months and weeks pass by. Something we haven't already talked about, but it's guitar. So eventually we're going to rehash some stuff sooner or later. The guitar you always wanted, so it can be a guitar you finally have now, or it's something that's on your bucket list. By the way, check out my channel for a video I did last week about my bucket list. And if you haven't seen that yet, check it out. And, something different to watch. So there's a couple of guitars that, that I've always wanted. It don't have to be just one. But is there a guitar that you've always wanted? And if so, are you going to get it? Are you not going to get it? Do you think it's way overpriced? This is for the chat as well. Or do you already have it? And then if you do, would you move on to another one down the road? Or you say, nah, I'm good. I got what I wanted. My thirst has been quenched. So if that's the case, man, come on, give me a break. But anyway, all right. So let's move to Mr. Larry Riker. Mr. Larry, is there a guitar you've always wanted? And if so, do you have it or will you get it down the road?
I would say I have it.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. I think it depends on what that question changes all the time. But initially I used to want Fender American Strat, Gibson Les Paul. Those were the ones I wanted.
Yeah.
That I always wanted back when I was younger. Right. I have those now.
Yeah.
And have more than one.
Nothing wrong with that.
That was them. I mean, now that's a tough call. Like, I think I want more. I think right now I'm chasing more of a 80s shredder type thing.
Nice.
But I might, I don't know. I'm not, the pointy headstock stuff, I don't have much of that, honestly. So I kind of want some. I mean, I guess the closest thing I have is the Schecter.
Okay.
But that has EMGs in it. So
Right.
I think I'm looking for something with more of a DiMarzio super shredder in it.
Nice.
But I don't know. That's I
Okay.
don't, as we collect,
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Like I said, it can change. Yeah.
it changes. But yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah.
I think that's the
Absolutely.
nature of all of us, though. I mean,
Of course.
because
Of
I know
course.
I have various musical moods. There's sometimes when Fenders are the greatest things on the planet, and then other times when Gibsons are the greatest things on the planet. And I don't ever not like any of them, but it seems like my moods swing a lot, like with what I listen to.
Right.
I'll listen to different music at different times just because my mood's hitting that.
That's right. That's right. So, Andrew, you're up. The guitar you've always wanted. Do you have it? Are you going
The
to get
guitar
it?
I've always wanted, I acquired I'd say a year and a half ago.
Nice.
Maybe even less than that.
Tell us the
and
story.
I've introduced it several times.
It's okay. We got new people. Go ahead.
But so this I acquired when I worked at Guitar Center. I had about a week left. I was getting ready to go and start my new job.
Oh,
So there's a big rule at Guitar Center that you can't like buy anything out from under them. So like if a customer comes in, Guitar Center offers them $500, you can't say I'll give you $600 and like you know what I'm saying, and take
wow.
Guitar Center's business, or you'll get fired or whatever.
I didn't
You're at
know
risk
that.
for action or something like that. But I
Wow.
only had a week left. Well, older gentleman came in. This is a 2013. It is an excellent guitar. Like I have played a lot of Gibson Les Pauls, and I've played several Gibson Les Paul customs. This one just did it for me, and so he was going to sell it to Guitar Center. Guitar Center said, "We'll give you $2,100 for it," and he said, "I can't do that. That's too much because Guitar Center was going to sell it for like $4,000." And
Dang.
so. I only had a week left. And I was like, so I'll give you 25 for it.
oh,
He said, yeah, I think I could do that. And I was very lucky, very lucky. And had the means to do that because, it's not always when I have stuff like that, but it worked out. It came with everything. It came with case and COA, all that. And
Wow.
like I said, it was just the right place at the right time. And,
well, let me ask you this. Let me ask you this. When you did that deal, did you do it off of Guitar Center's property? Oh, did you meet them somewhere? Oh, you did it right there.
Yeah. It's like, I'll go to the bank. I'll be right back. They didn't even fire me with 4 days left. Go
That's what I
ahead.
was about to say. What are they going to do? I mean,
But I don't think they would have said anything anyway. Said somebody that would have to care, would have to have seen it and been like, oh, that's not good. But
somebody would have to care. Yeah. Well, that's beautiful, man.
Guitar Center's not known for hiring people that care a whole lot. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, like this was the holy grail for me. When I first started playing guitar, when I was in high school in the '90s, I always wanted a Les Paul, and just I don't remember the first time I saw a custom, but I'm like, that's the one. That's the one. I love a flame top and everything like that.
Right.
So I love
Right.
that too. But the black and gold with the white binding and stuff just set it off. And 30 years later, it finally happened.
Hey, you got it, man.
And it ain't going nowhere.
There you go. Hang on to that
If the
bad boy.
apartment catches on fire, I'll get this one. And the rest of them, I'll just collect the insurance on.
Now I want to go get mine. Now I want to go get mine.
Yes, it is gold hardware, Blue Monks. Yeah, that's gold hardware. Yeah,
It is.
absolutely. Yes, beautiful guitar, man.
And after this, like I've had certain things I've wanted. For a while, I really wanted a Murphy Lab. I wanted something relict. I wanted a Fender Custom Shop and a Murphy Lab and all that kind of stuff. And I've actually had the opportunity to play a couple of those. And I just hadn't found one where I'm just like, this is absolutely worth $6,000 for a Fender. This is absolutely worth
Hey,
10 or 11 for for a Gibson. But I've still kind of toyed around with like actually doing a custom build order from Fender. But I mean, that's a lot of savings away, and I'm so fickle. It's hard for me to, to actually do it. And once I actually order it, I mean, it could be 18 months before I see it. Who knows what my head's going to want after that, you know? So I'm still kind of hanging in there. I was not impressed with Relic guitars as much as I thought I would be. I love the way they look. And everybody talks about how wonderful they feel getting broken in and everything like that. I guess maybe I just haven't found the one that feels that way for me. It just doesn't. I have an American Strat, and it's fine.
Now, when you say the Relic guitars, are you talking like Fender Relic Strats?
Yeah,
or
yeah, like
brand?
custom shop
Okay.
stuff.
Oh,
Like
okay.
Murphy Lab for Gibson, and even light aged Murphy Lab, what, an R8 or an R9 is $7,000, $8,000, $9,000.
Oh, okay.
And with the custom shop for Fender, if you get a team built one, I think they start around 45 to 5,000, depending on the options.
Man.
And if you get a master built, where one master builder builds it, that's $10,000 right there. Like I said, I'm not saying it's not worth it. I just haven't found one that to me would be worth it. But in North Central Florida, pickings are slim. You know what I mean? So it's
they
not
are
like I
here
tried
too.
a whole bunch of them.
Yeah.
But that's where I'm at with that. Like, I'd like one day, but I'm not like Jones.
So let me ask y'all this, and I'm not knocking this at all. I'm just asking your opinion. And the chat, if y'all want to chime in on this, feel free. Would you drop $4,500 on a guitar? I mean, is there a guitar out there that you would drop $4,500 on?
Yeah.
Thanks, everybody. I would. Yeah, if
Yeah.
I found it.
Okay. All right.
I played a Sherwood Green.
And I had it.
Sherwood Green custom shop that I loved. I was close. I almost did it, but I gave it a break. I looked at the price. I went home, talked myself out of it.
Wow.
When I talked myself back into it, it was already gone.
Dang.
So, but it was just that one. It played well. I just liked it.
Wow.
But it wasn't that much. I didn't find it to be that much more different than a Fender American. So it is hard to spend for them.
I agree with that. I agree with that.
They're the same. They're just,
Yeah.
I don't know.
I was just
I mean,
curious.
I don't think they're the same, but because they select woods and things like that. It's the quality is crazy up there. I mean, you're not just got people in the neck shop just screwing them onto any old body and stuff like that and setting them up later. I think there is definitely a quality difference to them. I just don't know if I'm at the point now where I think that's worth it to me.
But the difference is minute.
Yeah.
The difference between Fender American and their low level custom shop, which is double the price.
Well, you also got to think
Improvements
from
are
the other
small.
side, though. Like, so you can get a 63 Strat if you can find one, and it's $15,000, and it might play okay because it's 50, 60 years old.
Yeah.
But you can get a custom shop that looks just like it, and it's newer, so it plays modern. Pots and all electronics are great, and it's a third of that cost. So it's both ways.
You gotta weigh it. But I think you get a Fender American, you'll be happy.
Yeah, and I have one, and I am. That does it for me.
I was
right
content with that.
Now. Yeah.
There you go. Jim Guidry in the chat. What's going on, man? Say Jimbo.
I put what I did with mine is I put 68 custom shops in this Fender American.
Nice. Look at that.
So it's got, and then I colored the pickup covers myself to match because the body was kind of yellowed. It's not really white.
It's what, Olympic?
This is this is
okay.
a 2008, and the color had been almost yellowish, but the pickup covers came in. They were newer,
Right.
so I had to, I relicked them myself
Nice.
Oh, cool.
with a secret way.
Secret herbs and spices.
I'm not gonna give out the secret because
Behind a paywall.
Fender will,
KFC.
it's behind the paywall, and Fender will start charging people to do what I did.
Oh, okay.
I don't want them to steal my idea.
There you go. Keep it a secret. There you go. Well, that's beautiful, man. Beautiful guitar. I'm missing some comments here. Let me see. The chat was quiet there for a second.
Oh, yeah, it's
I was like, man, are we off the air? What's going on? I asked the chat and our panel here, would you drop $4,500 on a guitar? And people are saying, yeah. They're saying, yeah. I know Brother Dave has. Stafford, I know he has. I know what he got.
Dave will.
He,
Ted will.
Beautiful guitar. Let's see. Mr. Ted Fair, he says, I usually go the second-hand route for higher end guitars, save some money for an excellent mint condition guitar.
Mm-hmm. Agreed.
Nothing wrong with that at all. Let me see if I can scroll down here. Stabber says, I'm sitting here playing.
You're definitely crazy.
Dave says, I'm sitting here playing my $190 Leo James axe. And is it the flag? I want to say flagship. If it is, it's from Flagstaff Production. So there you go. Dave will get that. Dave, if Stafford's still here, he'll get that. Anyway. Let's see. Randy says yes, he would absolutely drop $4,500 on a guitar. Okay, cool.
I think if it's something you've always wanted and you've worked hard for, I think it's worth it.
Like I said,
I wouldn't do that without extensive research, like playing several of them and things like that. I wouldn't buy one online and just off a reverb or something like that. I would need to. If I bought one online, it would need to have a return policy with it, just in case I'm not happy with it. I don't want to be.
Okay. Yeah. Like I said, there's no right or wrong answers. It's just, everybody's got their choice. Dave says he might be crazy because I know what he dropped for that guitar. You're not crazy, Dave. It's all in what you want, man. It's all in what you want. And then I think that was a wise investment personally. Mr. Mick, he says no, he would not drop $4,500 on a guitar. $2,000 would be his limit.
I understand that. Now, my Gibson is the one that I got. I paid over $2,000 for it, but I got a great deal on it. That is by far the most expensive electric guitar I have. Like my next one would probably be my Fender, and that one was, I think, $1,200 when I bought it.
Yeah, my Les Paul was the most. I think it was $3,300.
Mm-hmm.
But that's what they are. That's when they're new, that's what they cost.
Yeah. Well, I mean, shoot, an American Standard Strat's $2,000 nowadays. What, $1,799 or something like that?
Yeah, to me that's high enough. I mean, but hey, if you got the money and you want to, that's how you want to spend it. It's your money. I can't
believe, like, when I was in high school, I graduated in 97. In 1997, an American Standard Strat was $899.
Right.
And now, a Mexican Standard Strat is $899, $999. It's just crazy.
Wow.
I mean, I can't believe that. But, I mean, it's been 30 years or 25
It's been
years,
a while.
So, yeah.
Been a while. Things change, don't they?
Yeah.
Things change. For me, a dream guitar. I guess I would say I have it. And for me, it would be the PV Wolfgang Special, and not only because it's that, because of the color, and it's like the what is it? R2 told me, what is it? It's the is it Amber Burst? Am I saying that right? It kind of looks like the same top that Eddie used on his, I don't know, I guess on the Pound Cake video. I think that was a Ernie Ball Music Man, I think, but it's that same color top, but it's on a PV Wolfgang Special. That was always my dream guitar, and I never thought I would find it. And I just happened to see it. God, let's see. Was it 2024? This was in about August of 2020. So Eddie was still alive. And I just happened to see it, and it was in mint condition. And I was like, and the guy was selling it for a great price. And so I nabbed it up. And I keep it put up in the case, man. It's all stock, all of. Yes, thank you, Randy. Trans Amber, thank you very much. Thank you so much. I could not remember that. Yeah, and I think it's gorgeous. That was always my guitar I hope I would always be able to get, and I got it. And like Andrew said, you know, after you're like, okay, well, I got that. What else can I get? You know, after a while, it just kind of changes. Mr. Price, he chimes in. He says, my first made in Mexico standard Strat was $279 back in 1998.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
I was telling him, I mean, a little further down, you had to highlight it, but like we had a couple of those come in when I worked at Guitar Center and used. Those are $550, $600.
Oh,
now.
yeah.
Same guitar.
It's crazy.
Wow.
Because they're good guitars. I mean, if they've lasted this long, they're good guitars, you know?
Hey, I love my made in Mexico Strats. I got a
too.
bunch of them.
My blue one,
And,
right? That's
I
Mexico.
don't have, there you go. I don't have no problem with them whatsoever.
Oh, I didn't
In
see
1997,
Noah
he had
hanging
a-
out. What's up, Noah?
Yeah, I think he's got to go.
Hey, Noah. Oh, okay. You can hit your camera if you need to, Larry, if you got to go.
Yeah, well, that's a,
It's a good fella.
Yeah, don't keep him waiting. Dave says in 1997 he had a PV Raptor for $149. Very interesting. Okay.
My second guitar, and I'm sure people will know what it is, but my second guitar I ever had was called a PV Mystic. And it was like a weird kind of, almost if you took a Dean ML and just melted the back two so they curved in, you know, and then the front looked like a Strat. It was like the most metal guitar you could think of when you were that age. Wasn't a bad guitar, though. It was awkward as can be, but it wasn't a bad guitar.
Nice. Yeah. Now, for me personally, and this is just me, everybody has got their own taste and what they want to spend. But for me, there is no way I'd drop $4,500 on a guitar. There's no way I'd do that. That's just me, though. Even some of the guitars that's way up there that I'd like to have, like a Satriani Chrome Boy, I think those go for like, like $5,000 maybe. And then the gold one he has, those go for like over 10.
Yeah.
I was like, dude, it's an Ibanez JS model. It's just, come on, man. It's just, but I don't know. That's just me. I think that's way overpriced.
Another thing with me, I'm not going to go into mountains of debt for that, for sure. You know, if I saved up, and that's what I was saving up for, then that's a different story. But
that's
also,
different, right?
Like
right.
I would, buying a guitar like that, the way I am, I would more than likely get rid of at least 3 or 4 other ones, you know, because that one's going to, you know, I would rather have 3 or 4 top tier guitars than 10 or 12 mid-level guitars, which I'm kind of sitting in the middle right now. You know, I mean, I got a little bit of both, but
and that is I don't want to say argument, but that is a discussion that will go on till the end of time. I've heard both sides of that, and I can see both sides of it. And like I said, there's no right or wrong answer. Let's see. Let me look at the chat.
That's
Mr.
nice.
Mick. Mr. Mick says a $4,000 guitar. Jesus. A $4,000 guitar doesn't guarantee a great playing guitar.
It does not.
Let's see.
It does not. I have played some bougie guitars, and I'm like,
I never have.
I mean, it's nice, but I don't get it. Like the Murphy Lab I played was down in Ocala at Guitar Center, and it was a heavy H. It was $12,000, and I played it, and it was nice. Don't get me wrong, it was very nice.
Yeah.
But to me, it didn't play as good as my custom did.
Right.
You know, and it, you know, like I said, when you find the one, you find the one. There's, you know, or it finds you, whatever. But I would not have. I mean, it just wasn't worth that to me. It wasn't worth half that to me because it just didn't play that great. But some other guy can come in after me and be like, "This is it," you know, and that's fine.
Right. Yeah. I mean, you know, it's all in how it feels for you and in your hands and everything else. Randy says, him and Mr. Mick are having a discussion. He says that He said, well, for him, I've played far more crappy playing $2,000 guitars than $4,000 guitars. And like I say, man, it's all in what you want.
Yeah.
Blue Mox, he says, about a month ago, I purchased a Jackson Pro Plus neck through HSS Snow White. China made, no joke. The quality is on par, if not better than my Japanese made. It's amazing for $950. There you go. I mean, at the end of the day, as long as you're happy with it and it plays and it performs like you want it to, I mean, if you have to fight the guitar, you know, it's not worth it. You know,
And
if
I mean, like I
it's
said, I've got that Squire that was $350 or $400, and it plays wonderful. You know, so I play it just as much as I play the other ones. You know, a good guitar is just a good guitar.
yeah. Stafford chimes in. He says, buying high-end guitars is like money in the bank. It's an investment. I've heard that too, and hey, I don't argue with that. I don't argue with that at all, because you know, whether I like it or not, if somebody's going to sell a Gibson like what Andrew's got or something on that level, they're pretty much going to get their money out of it, or I would hope.
As long
Other
as
than
they're
like an
guitars.
Epiphone, you know, because I have some Epiphones, and I know, you know, there's no sense in even trying to sell those. I have sold one, and you know, it's not worth the trouble. But I bought them because I wanted to play them. I didn't buy them to sell them, but there was one I bought that I was kind of fighting it a little bit, and I said, I'm getting rid of it. So I sold it. I don't have it no more. So got that thorn out of my side. Let's see. Randy Price says, I feel like I've reached a point in my playing life that I'm not buying any more middle of the road tier or less guitars unless they really got some mojo.
I can
Nothing
agree
wrong with that, man.
Like, I'm not out looking for Squires, like, you know,
Oh,
or
yeah,
anything
yeah,
like
yeah.
that.
I'm
but
not
I
either.
mean,
Yeah.
You know, I'll play one, but like that, you know, that one's, if for some miracle I meet people, which I'm not looking, you know what I'm saying? If just something happens down the road and I go out to do something with other people, the Squire's going with me. Gibson's not leaving the house, you know what I mean?
Right. Oh, yeah.
That kind of
yeah,
stuff's
yeah.
not going with me, you know. I got
Right.
one that if I take it out and it sits in a hot car and just,
Oh, no.
you know, all this kind of stuff happens and stuff like that, you know, not that much.
Yeah, I'm not going to take an expensive guitar out. I mean, I've heard people say that they would. Like, if you had a gig to go play, would you take your top tier guitar out on that gig?
No.
Or would you leave it at home and take, you know, a nice guitar, but maybe something that's not quite as expensive? I've heard people say, well, yeah, that's what you buy the top tier stuff for. You take it and play it on the gig. Now, for me, if I had a steady gig, and when I mean a steady gig, I mean music is my line of work. That's my profession. That's what I get paid to do. Yeah, I can see taking the top tier stuff out. But if I'm just a weekend warrior or playing once in a blue moon, no, I'm not taking my top tier stuff out. I'm just going to stay at home locked up. That's just me.
I agree.
It's my opinion.
If the guitar is making me money, then absolutely.
Absolutely.
I would go out there and
Yeah.
take it, you know, and use it for what it's used for. But,
Right.
you know, if I'm going to hang out at, you know, Joe or Larry's house,
Right.
you know, I'll just leave it here and I'll take something that,
Right.
you know, I'm not going to take a garbage guitar because I don't want to play
Right.
that crap, you know, and fight it the whole time. But I mean, you know, I'm going to take whatever I can get by with. I'm not going to go and like show off anything or stuff like that.
You're not going to bring
Right.
50, 59?
No, yeah.
Larry, what do you got there, my friend? What's that right? That's beautiful. What you got there?
Yeah.
This is Gibson Les Paul.
Oh,
Standard.
there we go.
Iced tea
Look at
burst.
that.
That's nice.
Look at that.
I like the wide flame on them too.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
Yeah, iced tea. I played it like, 10 of these to find this one that I wanted.
Now, how long have you had that?
Ooh, good question. I don't know. Let me check.
You know what year it is?
Did you have it before you moved down here?
Yeah.
Okay, so you've had it for a while.
I've had it for a while, yeah.
It's beautiful.
I don't know what
Beautiful
year this is.
guitar.
But yeah, this is the most I've spent. What do we got? I forget.
Thank God I'm not the only one that has to have a flashlight. I got 2 flashlights in here so I can read stuff. I do, for real.
2015.
Nice.
All right.
So I think this is the year after the Evertune thing or whatever. Remember when they?
Oh, the robot tuners.
The
I have
robot
a,
tuners.
Yeah, I have an HP SG, and there's a 2019, and like the 2017 and 18s had those robot things, but mine, thank goodness, didn't.
It smells good. I tell you that.
Man, that was a train wreck, wasn't it? Man, the robot tuners, I was like, what in the hell is that?
It has like this almond vanilla smell.
Oh,
Well, that's that nitro.
Ah, it's so good.
air freshener included.
I was about to say, I'd get a candle and burn that in the house. Mine doesn't smell like it anymore. But
Dude, from Bed Bath and Beyond. All right,
I keep it in the case, so
yeah. There you go. I've got to go back on this chat. I'm sorry that I wasn't ignoring y'all. I was just letting the panel speak, man. Let's see. Randy Price. He says, "I've been spoiled by owning some nicer stuff than just play like butter and sound phenomenal. However, I've played some $4,000 Sirs and Music Man Majesties, etc. They were less than impressive." Wow. Interesting.
I agree.
I've never played a
shape
Music
is a big
Man.
thing for me. Shape like the Majesties.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
They're beautiful guitars, but
Yeah.
the shape, I just can't get used to the shape and stuff like that. And I'm weird about like necks too. Like I'll go through phases where just the fattest baseball neck is just awesome, and then
Oh man, I can't stand it.
I'll play a slim neck, and I'm like, oh, I can't do this. And then a couple months go by, and I'll pick one up with a slim neck again. I'm like, oh, I like this, and then I'll play baseball bats, and I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah, I can't handle it.
So I have a little bit of everything. I try to get guitars that are different. Each of them have different.
Oh yeah,
styles.
its own personality. That's right. Stafford's Music Studio chimes in. Buying cheaper guitars is fun. You can buy a lot more, and most of them play great. I think it needs to usually is around the $300 range, and they play pretty good.
I agree with that.
Yeah, there's especially nowadays, you can get a nice little guitar for $300 to $500. I've done it, and that Leo James guitar was under $200, and I got that from watching Dave, being on Dave's show, and I was like, wait a minute. I seen a guy on YouTube do a video with that. He was doing some Zakk Wylde stuff, and he was playing that same guitar, and not only he was playing fantastic, but the thing that got me was the guitar. Like, look at that guitar, look at that paint job, look at that America. That is awesome. I mean, how can you couldn't buy the stuff and do that for under $200?
I'm also a lot more inclined, if I'm going to modify something, I'm going to modify a cheap guitar. I'm not going to.
Oh yeah,
I'm not going to do a whole bunch of stuff to that one right there.
No.
I'm just not going to.
How?
No, absolutely not.
How much are those guitar fetish guitar? You know what I mean? The brown sound one?
Yeah, the SBS. Yeah, I got it back here. It wasn't bad. It was like $350.
That's got a baked neck on it.
It's got a baked roasted maple neck, and it's got the
for $350. I mean,
and it's kind of got that relic look. I mean, is it a top tier guitar? No, absolutely not. But I rolled the dice with it when I ordered it. I thought, you know what, man? What if this thing plays like crap and it doesn't feel good? I'm gonna have to go through the trouble of sending it back and all. But when I got it, I was shocked. I was like, oh my God, it felt incredible, and I play it all the time. Play it all the time. And let me present myself. Y'all can see it behind me. It's like the purple. Well, maybe you can't. Can you see it?
Behind your chair there?
Yeah.
Right here.
Yeah.
There you go.
See it.
There you go. That's it right there. And it's got that relic. I mean, a little relic on the back a little bit. And now I did upgrade the Floyd. The Floyd that came with it was like a Floyd Special. And I did keep the unit because I put stainless steel part. This is a Godo, by the way. This is a Godo Japanese branded. But I did replace the post. The posts that came with it were horrible. And it does have a cool split. It's a 3-way switch, and it's got upgraded pickups that came that way. SBS, $350, and I thought it was great.
That's the fun of a guitar like that. You can upgrade.
And it doesn't break the bank. I mean, it doesn't break my bank. You put it that way.
We got Nico Van Rackham in the house. How you doing, buddy?
Hey man, let me Man, my chat is acting stupid. Here we go. Let's see. I'm trying to get there. I'm missing. Hey, Nico, what's going on, man?
I was looking for it. I couldn't find it.
I'm a little late. I'm late to the game. I'm sorry. Trying to multitask. Thank you, Andrew, for letting me know that. Let's see. Randy says, I went through a period of doing what Jimmy does, buying parts and cheaper guitars and modding them. But by the time I bought an $800 guitar and sunk another $1,000 into it, well, you get what's going on, he says. Like I said, it's in all what you want to do, man. All what you want to do. Some people just like to tinker with stuff and build it, you know.
Yeah, Jimmy
I've done
likes
that, and I'm just not really good at it, but I've done it, you know. I have done it.
Jimmy likes to take the router to it.
He's a hands-on guy, yeah. He likes to.
I'd be scared.
Yeah, I can't go that far with it. I would ruin something.
I think that blue one right there, that's my Fender Mexican. I just broke a string on it the other day, and I was like, you know what? I love that guitar.
Oh yeah,
it's so comfortable to play that thing. I'm gonna put good pickups in it. That's when we were talking earlier. That's my next move.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna find. I don't know what I want to put in it yet, but
very nice.
Because I already have custom shop, 69s in the American. So I don't know. I don't know what to put in it yet. I got to figure that out. But that's what I want to do.
Yeah. We were talking about taking your higher tier guitars out if you play gigs, if you're a weekend warrior, or if music is your profession. That's another thing altogether. Stavros says my high tier guitars stay home when I gig. Well, besides one, I take my PRS custom artist package to the bar because I bought that one to play out. Well, there you go. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. Let me move up here. Blue Monks. The market is flooded with great guitars now. I've got 3 I'm trying to sell. Good luck to me. Oh
yeah. Market's flooded.
Yeah, good luck trying to sell one. Yeah, that's.
What are you trying to sell?
There you go. Blue Monks put it in the chat. You might have somebody interested. Randy Price, a $500 guitar now is 100 times better than a $500 guitar 30 years ago. I completely agree.
Lord, yes.
Absolutely.
Everything. Amps, effects.
Yes. Everything is a lot better. Thank God.
Thank God. Talking about Pod Express, you said it was what, $200?
Yeah, it was like
when you
under
play
$200.
that thing, when you play that thing on here, if you didn't tell me, I wouldn't know that you're not on the HeadRush or anything. I mean, even the stuff that is not expensive sounds really good.
Well, I remember when I switched. I remember when you told me, you said, "Man, your sound it sounds more crisp and clean." And that's when I went to the Pod Express. I was like, "Are you serious?" He's like, "Yeah." Because see, when you're playing your own setup all the time, even though you swap stuff out, you really can't tell unless you make a video on StreamYard unlisted, and you can go back and listen to it like the next day with what I call fresh ears. I do that all the time. I make unlisted videos where I'm just doing test runs. I do that all the time. And when I get to work and I get in that rig, I'll play it through the stereo system in that big rig because that system isn't that bad for what it is. And that's kind of my testing ground. I mean, I do have some nice iPods I can listen to stuff in it. That sounds great. But in that in that rig, the stereo is pretty truthful. And I kind of know if I have it on between 19 and 20, and if it sounds really loud and pronounced, and then I've done my job I've done my job correctly as far as the levels and everything. So test runs all the time, folks. I'm telling you, it'll save your butt.
All right, I'll be right back. I gotta go talk to a guy
Sure.
about a dog.
Okay. Let me see here.
We're behind, right?
Blue Monks, he says, about a year and a half ago, I bought a Sawtooth HH humbucker. Humbucker came with a German Floyd Rose $250 delivered, no tax and setup. How the heck do they even do that? Yeah, how do they make any money off of that? That's what I'd like to know. I would like to know. That's crazy. Let's see. Nico, what's going on, man? Let's see what he's got to say here. He says, I bought last week, made in Japan, guitar from a house brand in Germany that most 239 euros. Very cool and great playing guitar. Very nice.
Most expensive cost 239 euro. Okay.
Wow. Okay. Very nice.
House brand in Germany.
That's cool, man. Blue Mox, that Sawtooth had Wilkinson tuners as well. All premium. I looked at those guitars, man, but I was like, I don't know. Don't know. Let's see.
R2's back. We got some Poo Ninja in the house.
Yeah, we're getting there. Randy says, yeah, he's about to start building some stuff. About to make a music craft order. Very nice, man. Mm-hmm. Very nice. R2 says he's back. There's Poo Ninja. What's up, Pooh? How you doing, man? What's going on, man? R2, let's see what he's got going on here. He says, man, I plugged the TC Electronic Corona chorus pedal and I didn't do a test run like I normally do, and I went live with the boys. The playback sounded, man, it just jumped. I have no idea. I lost my spot.
It sounded like shit and metallic, like a ring modulation effects. Is what he said.
Really?
Yeah.
Man, it doesn't sound like that on mine. When I do mine, maybe something is not plugged up right, R2, or maybe, I don't know. I don't know. R2 knows what he's doing. There's got to be something that's being overlooked, man. There's got to be. Because mine, I don't know, mine, we might have the same one. I'm sure we do, but.
Could be a Friday afternoon pedal, too. You never know.
Yeah, you never know.
Could have made it right before the clock.
The clock hit 5
o'clock, and they're like, this one's fine, go.
Who cares about those wires? Don't worry about soldering them up.
Yeah.
Blue Mox Epiphone 61 Standard SG with flight gator case, new, $600. Jackson neck through winter camo with hard case, $700. Latitude Silverburst 300 with killer soft case. All guitars mint new. Any offer will take. Whoa, man. I hear you, Blue Mox. There you go. Wow. Anybody interested? Blue Mox, put your email in the chat if you want to go that far. I don't know, but it don't bother me, no.
Your reverb, right?
Joe Verb.
Yeah, I mean, hell, I don't care. I'm trying to help somebody out. It don't bother me, no. Ain't costing me no money.
If I list something, I'm going to let y'all know. Like, hey,
yeah, use the platform to your advantage.
give you 10% discounts since I don't have to pay reverb or anything.
Shoot, I'd rather buy something off of somebody that's in here.
Yeah, same.
At least I know where it came from.
Yeah.
It's taken care of.
Same.
Nico says, since they make use of a CNC machine, it's a lot cheaper and you can produce more for the same price. Yeah, it's true. Yeah, it's things are a lot more affordable nowadays, that's for sure. Man. Oh my God. Crazy.
And like Randy said earlier, good stuff is not as expensive as it used to be.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, like, you can get a $300 guitar and actually it not kill you to play. You know what I mean? And I think that's a big thing for people that are starting to play guitar, because guitar is something to get used to anyway. But if the thing's uncomfortable to play and not nice to look at, you're not going to waste your time with it. It's just going to collect dust in the corner, because I know you can look at some of them older, like harmony guitars and stuff like that, and you're like, what in the world?
Oh Lord!
I mean, yeah, it looks like
Man.
it's awful. So I mean, you know,
Yeah, they were.
And harmony used to be the big deal way back in the day, man. Like harmony acoustics and stuff like that. Way back in the 50s, they were like a big deal. But when I was a teenager,
I mean,
a young
they're
teenager,
cool
I
now
was-
for like a retro kind of mojo. But back then, you're like, I'm not playing this.
no, not in the 80s. There ain't no way. That's what I was gonna say. When I was just starting out, and I'd see those in like a Sears catalog or something when that was a thing back then, and it said harmony. I was like, and I didn't know what was what. I didn't know what was good, what was bad. I had no idea. I had no clue. But I got to unplug something right quick. Right here, right quick. Let's take a quick, let me take a quick commercial break for 1 second. Just for like a quick 30 seconds or something. I got to unplug this stuff here. I'll be right back in 50 seconds.
Daily Joe Podcast is brought to you in part by Shreveport's Home, First and Last, your place for a cold six-pack or 6 bullets for your pistol. Visit First and Last today. Julio's Place. For authentic Mexican food, stop by Julio's Place now for fresh fried burritos, tacos, and more. Julio's Place. Hayes Farms. From farm to table, quality guaranteed since 2021. Hayes Farms. And Rob's Music Store. Your place for a cool instrument, a hot piece of ass, or to play some numbers for gambling that night. Rob's Music. And now, back to the show.
All right, yeah. We're back. Just a quick 50-second break. Kind of like you're watching Amazon Prime. Enjoy the mojo. We'll be right back. Yeah. All right. Yeah, I had some, I had the, my wireless unit plugged over there to, what is it called? Xfour or whatever. And I was like, okay, don't forget about these things. I done burnt one pair of those things up. And before we went live, and I looked, I said, oh, God, the lights are off. So I had to run over and unplug them. I hope I didn't burn those up. I don't think they was on there too long. But I actually have a new set coming, but not Xfour. It's another brand. So I'm going to try that out. Don't know, man. We'll see. Don't know. It might be when I hook it up and try to use it, it might be this. It might be horrible. You never know. Anyway. All right. So we usually play some tunes around this time. I don't know if we want to do that. I'll leave it up to the guys. It doesn't matter to me. We can keep the discussion going, or we can play. It don't matter.
Maybe we can see what the
You
chat
said you
wants,
do.
but I could play it for you. Yeah.
Well, let's ask the chat too. Okay, Andrew says he's up for playing. Let's ask the chat. Are y'all up for some live music, or would you rather keep the conversation going? Let's see what y'all prefer. Let's see. Pooh says Rob still owes me a Dodge. Well, good luck with that, because last time I talked to Rob, he got rid of that Dodge. That Dodge is gone. So
We know they say the definition of dodge is a void.
yeah, I'm telling you, man, oh man. I don't know what happened right there. My computer just went crazy, and it come right back. That is crazy, crazy, crazy. All right, let's see.
You need a Mac.
Yeah,
I don't know that would fix anything.
I don't. Yeah,
Because sometimes mine's just like, no, we're not doing this today.
that's something else too, man. Talking about all this money for guitars, man. MacBooks are freaking outrageous. I priced them. I said, "Who in the world? What?" I was like, "Nah, I'm not."
You get like 9 years out of it, though.
I'm on 13.
Yeah, Andrew's using his. All right,
go
people are
forever.
saying go ahead and play. People are saying go ahead and play. So, all right, Andrew, I'm gonna let you go first because I'm not even set up.
Okay.
If you don't mind.
Yeah.
And I'll let you go first. I have no idea what I'm going to play. I got to figure something out. So
All right. I didn't practice either, so we're just going to do this, I guess.
that's okay.
pain. She's got no one to hate, except for me. Last night I saw that beauty queen. She's getting high on red wine. I wanna be that magazine that she wastes her life on. I wanna waste her monthly blood. Wanna get some on my love. Wanna get some gasoline and burn the house down. She's got nothing to say. She's got bills to pay. She's got no one to hate, except for me. When I saw that beauty queen, watch her paint her face on. I wanna be the one unclean that you wipes her ass on. Wanna waste her monthly blood. Wanna get some on my love. Wanna get some gasoline and burn the house down. She's got nothing to say. She's got bills to pay. She's got no one to hate, except for me. She's got nothing but shame. She takes pills for pain. She's got no one to blame, except for me. For me.
Oh man,
Thank you.
All right.
that was awesome, man.
So how'd
Absolutely awesome.
How'd the TRS cable sound? Did it sound any different? Probably
It
not.
sounded good to me.
Good.
Sounded good to me. Sounded really good.
Cool, thanks.
Said I'm trying to multitask here, fellas. So, okay, let's see what this will do. Present myself here. It's probably going to be a train wreck, but we'll see.
Yeah.
My God.
Damn.
That was horrible. Okay.
He says that was
We'll give you
horrible.
We'll give you one more Ric Flair for that.
That's horrible, man. Oh my God. I wasn't even, it was like, what in the world?
We're our own worst critics. I think it sounded great, man.
I thought it was awesome.
That's a real one, right? That's a real Flair.
That's the real Rick right there.
I got the poser Flair.
Poser Flair.
Yeah.
Oh,
Flair.
man. Oh, Lord. All right. What else you got there, Mr. Andrew?
All right, this is gonna come in hot, so I'll just catch up when I can.
That was awesome, man. We gotta get we gotta get some of that in there.
Yeah.
That was awesome. Awesome, man. I have no idea what to play next. Let's see.
Take care, Nico.
Thank you, Nico, for being here. right, here we go.
little more
Good God. All right, then.
Listen at him.
Yeah, don't listen. Don't listen.
Oh, hush your mouth. You hush your mouth. We,
All right.
we get to tell you how good you do. You don't get to tell us how good you do.
Okay. Oh, Lord.
How are my tracks coming through?
They sound good.
Sound good to me.
Because they sounded quiet last time I did them, and so I'm like trying to adjust them on the fly.
They don't.
All right, here we go.
sound
Let's
quiet.
give us a shot.
Woke up this morning all alone. I got a ringing in my head. I couldn't take it anymore today. She left me here for dead. Oh, yeah, 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 and it don't come as no surprise. I should have known it from the start. The lights are faded and I can't deny this place ain't got no heart. Oh, you can hear me tonight. You can hear me tonight. I have to carry me back from Cali. I'm tired and I'm broken and I lost my way. You have to carry me back to where I belong. You'll have to carry me back from Cali. I don't want money, I don't need the fame. You'll have to carry me back to where I belong. I got to leave this angel city, but I can't do it by myself. So if you please, mama, can you save me before I blow this life to hell? Mama grabbed me by the feet and just dragged me home. You'll have to carry me back from Cali. I don't care if you think I'm to blame. You'll have to carry me back to where I belong. You'll have to carry me back from Cali, the angel city where the devils play. You'll have to carry me back to where I belong. Yeah. You can hear me tonight. You can hear me tonight. You can hear me tonight. I've lost my way. I'm so alone, and all I want is to come home.
Quit looking at my nuts, Blue Mox. Quit looking at my nuts, Bob.
You're reading that at the same time.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord.
They don't call me Big Cox Knox for nothing now.
Oh, my God. Wait a minute.
Well, everybody doesn't know
I did not give myself that name, but by the way.
we stream to OnlyFans also.
Yeah, I got to pay them. Yeah.
Oh, my God. That's hilarious, man. Oh, God almighty. Okay. Let's see what we got here. Oh, man.
Coming unglued in there.
Oh, God almighty. All right. Oh, Lord of mercy. A little wild cherry, man. I think my cherry is busted, man.
I was going to try one more and redeem myself
Yeah.
because I tried it last week and
Okay.
I was unhappy with the results. And this is a Stafford favorite, so if he's still hanging around, then maybe I won't jack it up for him. If not, you can come on next time and show me how to do it there, bud.
Okay.
Wasn't as bad.
Very awesome, dude.
That was pretty
Very awesome.
good.
That was pretty good. Okay. R2 got in here somehow. Man. That was awesome, man.
Thank y'all.
Very cool. Very cool. Oh, Lordy. Yeah, man. We try to play a little bit here and talk about guitars and more and all that cool stuff, man. I've had a wonderful, wonderful time tonight. And let me go around.
It was good to see some
Yeah,
old
let me go
faces
around
in
the-
there too.
Yeah, we got some new faces and old faces and people that are returning. Thank y'all so much. Let me go around the board here and see if anybody has any final thoughts or anything they want to add before we close out. So let's go to Larry first. Larry, anything you'd like to add, sir?
No, Everybody have a good weekend.
All right. Nice and simple. All right.
Simple.
Andrew, what about you, sir?
Oh, I just want to thank everybody for coming out and hanging out in the chat. Like I said, it's good to see some old faces, good to see some new faces. I think even one, the one from earlier, was probably across the pond somewhere because they said it was about 4 o'clock in the morning there.
Yeah,
So, I mean, it's just great.
Yeah.
That's cool.
That was awesome. I was like, what? And he said, I got to get in the bed. And I was like, yeah, it is getting kind of late.
But I mean,
It's like 4:30 in the morning for him. I was like, whoa, man.
He says 4:32. I'm going.
I was like, whoa, man. So, yeah, if I had the chance, I would have told him thanks, but I had my hands tied here. So, all right. Well, everybody, thank you for watching. Really appreciate everybody coming back. This has been episode 22, the guitar that you've always wanted. And if you want to watch any of these past episodes, I have everything in a playlist on my channel. So just go to that playlist, go to where it says Talking Guitars and More, and you can watch to your heart's content. Just hit play all, and it'll take you on through the night, or on through the week. There's other playlists as well.
Yeah, I watched some of the older stuff, like even before I became a subscriber here, and it's just cool to see all the old stuff, and it's really cool to see, the different things too, like Trucker and some of the trips he takes and stuff. There's no shortage of content, man. I mean, and it doesn't have to be music all the time. Like, there's some really cool stuff in there.
Thank you. Yeah, there's a bunch of different stuff in the playlist, man. A bunch of different stuff. I don't know. Thank y'all very much. Thank you, everybody who was here. I appreciate that, and hope everybody has a wonderful rest of your week. And until next time, my name's Joe. We got Larry and Andrew. We'll catch y'all next time. Take care. All right. Bye-bye. See you later.
She came in and sat down right in front of me. She